gotta pee, I gotta pee. Somewhere where, I hope nobody sees me over here. On the ground. I'm very close. Yeah, from this close you can't really tell what I did, but look at all that. That's all from the water. That was room temp water. I just sprayed through the grass. Well, it's been about 6 months, and I thought I'd give you guys a 6-month follow-up on the ONELEAF.AI Mars MT1000 LRF thermal scope. With Father's Day approaching, I figured this is a great time to drop the video. What guy wouldn't be happy with receiving a thermal scope for Father's Day? I mean, if it's in your budget, you can't beat the specs on this thing. Let's walk through it again today. You may have seen it in the past on my intro video to it. But today we're going to kind of touch base on everything again. So in case you didn't see that video, this is it. This is the Mars thermal scope. Not night vision, thermal. It is an AI scope, which means it's a digital thermal scope. It's not going to be your analog. Everything it comes with. It's got protective wipes, lens cloths, instruction manual, nice carrying felt bag. We get inside, and there it is. It's a very compact for what it does. I mean, there's my hand. I do have big hands, but it's smaller than my hand is. It's got a little bit of weight to it, but when you're packed with that many features, it's kind of hard to not have some weight to it. In fact, if it was super, super light, you would say it was junk because it didn't have quality components in it. This is not super light, but it's not a brick either. It's got the 50mm lens already on this one. It also has the 25mm lens. They are hot swappable. They also have the larger 75mm lens, which I do have. It's just not in my box. Comes with a charge/data cable included in the box. Comes with your charger cord separately if you don't want to use that one. It comes with an eye cup. Take out some of the daylight. And why do I say some of the daylight? Well, because you can use this thing in the daylight as well. It's not just a nighttime for thermal. I had it out over the winter, and it was phenomenal, the things you could see. Deer, fox, birds, like they just stick out like a sore thumb. I'll include some footage from my previous video that I had some deer footage on. I'll let you guys see that right now for a minute. So you can see very vibrant, lots of color spectrums. The power source on this thing, if you screw this off, 18650 battery, rechargeable. You can get those all over the place, which makes it great because it's not a built-in battery. So if it dies, you're screwed. You can simply change out your 18650 battery and you're back at it. I'll show you the mounting details right now. And just so you know, it does come with a whole barrage of extra seals and parts. It's got your screws, it comes with the Allen wrenches, it's got lens O-rings, USB cover O-rings, all included. your mount, pick a tinny, and it's got contoured holes so you can adjust it however you want. On the bottom of your scope, you're going to be looking at it this way. So you can either mount this thing, these holes line up with these holes, and the screws included, you mount it. You can either do the full 5-hole setup, you can slide it around wherever you need, or if you need back further in your gun, you can mount it the other way and slide it wherever you might need. Of course, the more screws you get in it, the more secure it's going to be. Put it on and simply tighten down your side screws. And what I like to do is take a little Allen or something and stick in those little holes and just give them a final crank. Not too tight, but just enough to keep them snug. Your power button is housed there on the side. Simply hold that in. You will see the Mars. You will see the ONELEAF symbol loading up on the screen. And the thermal is on. I will stick an SD card in here for you guys, and I will show you some footage through this. I cannot show you the features within the scope. It won't let me show those on a screen recording inside the scope, but I'll just show you some color profiles and show you a couple neat things I found. I cycled through some of the settings for you and showed you the different color profiles. As I mentioned through the scope cam, this thing is a great tool for more than shooting. If you want to know where your house is leaking heat out of, pick this thing up and look at it in the wintertime. Plain as day, you'll see the heat escape wherever it might be leaking from. You can get your house sealed up better. I've used it in a car. I put the smaller lens on and I had a short near a fuse box and I couldn't find where the short was. I used that thermal imaging camera, scanned over and found where a wire was actually read through the scope and you couldn't see it with the naked eye. That had a direct short. That's where it was killing my battery at. So just a great multi-tool. And like I said, with Father's Day coming, what father or any guy wanting like a freaking thermal scope? I mean, come on, that's top notch. You can actually use this as a training device as well. It will HDMI out. You can hook a side monitor up, help your kids shoot. You can watch exactly on screen to see how they're shooting without having to be behind them the whole time. Great training tool. Some of the other features it does have the ballistics calculator in it. It's got the one-shot zero. I'm sure you've seen that. You fire your first shot, wherever it hits, you go into that menu, drag your crosshairs over, down, confirm to where you hit. It zeroes it in, does all the calculating for you, and technically it should only be a one shot, although I like to take 2 or 3 still. I'm old school, just to make sure it's dialed in. But theoretically, one shot would actually put you on target. The range on the detection with that 50mm lens I just showed you, it's good to 2,843 meters. I mean, that is way out there. Some of the clips I showed you were like 600 yards out. This thing will go well beyond that. And just plain as day, especially in the wintertime. It just picked animals right out, no issues at all. I won't bore you with all the rest of the details on this thing. I do want to shoot some shots down range for you and show you what I showed in the previous video with it. It just blows my mind how cool it is and how sensitive the heat signature source is that it picks up with this AI lens on it. So let me spin you around, we'll take a couple shots. Okay, so we're recording live in the scope. This is down my range. We're currently on jungle. That's the theme color of thermal coloring. And you can see the boards, anything that's leaned towards the sun has red. It's picking up the heat. Anything greener or black, it does not have a heat. There's my phone sitting on the tripod mount. You can see the screen's red on that. Let's go through some color palettes. This is called medical. Similar to the other one, gives you a little bit more definition. And we are on the 50mm lens for this as well, like I mentioned. This is black hot, so anything that's black you see right now is going to have a heat signature to it. Glory hot, it really starts to break down what really has the most heat. You can see it has the red hue to it. White hot, it's opposite of black hot. Anything that's whiter is going to have the more heat. Sepia, not a big fan of this one. Everything's kind of got that red, a little bit of a white hue. Ironbow, rainbow. It's got your traditional night look, where everything, instead of just being night vision, the white greenish color was going to be your heat signature. Aurora really pans out the reds for you. Red hot, jungle, medical. We're going back through again. I think the one I like to keep it on is, well, for summertime anyway, I'd like to stick it on the rainbow. It makes things pop a little bit better, because it is 75 degrees out currently. In the winter, it's way different. Everything's so cold, the only thing that sticks out is the heat from animals, pretty much. Or if you're looking at houses, you can see where your heat is escaping, or even electrical. If you look into a car with this thing, it'll show you hot spots in a fuse box or a short in a wire. Shows you receptacle boxes. Quite the multi-tool other than just a scope. But I'll get off of here. We're back on scope cam. I'm going to shoot just one of these boards down here. It's already red. You can see where I'm aiming. This also has, you can change the colors of the reticle. You can change the shape and look of the reticle. It comes with an SD card. I mean, this is a complete package. You get everything. Laser rangefinder. But watch what happens. These are regular pellets, Crossman hollow points. I don't know if I'm sighted in or not. We'll just see where it hits. I have no idea where I hit. I did not sight this in for this gun. I just threw it on for the video for today. Hold on a second. We're back. I see where it's hitting. Still didn't dial it in. I just want to show you though, like, I'm going to aim this left corner here and then watch down here. There it is. You can plainly see where the pellet hit, and it turned it red from the friction. Let me take another one back here on this plywood. There it is. Now you can really see it. That plywood was cooler than the other face of that board because it didn't have a shine to it. And look how it just lit that pellet up. More than 75 degrees, and it still had no issues picking up that minute heat source that pellet made entering through that wood, making the friction. We're already been, what, 10-15 seconds? You can still see it slowly fading out. Now imagine this. You're out hunting in the middle of December. Shoot the biggest buck you've ever seen in your life, but you wound it. It doesn't go down. Oh no, now I gotta freaking track this thing down. Well, if you hit it and it's dropping a blood source, I've done tests where I've just put water on the ground, hot water about 98 degrees, and it lasted for over 20 minutes. You could still see through the thermal where I poured that water at. So if you shot a deer, he was hot on its trail, Even if it had a 20-minute head start on you, you could easily track the blood drops using this scope. No more lost deer, game changer. I'll put the link down in the description. You guys can use my code if you're interested. If not, you don't want to save no money, that's fine, that's on you. But that was just another 6-month follow-up, and we're going to do a 1-year follow-up. I'll let you know. I use this thing quite a bit. I'm going to let you know if anything breaks or if the battery don't hold up or any problems I have. We will all discuss that in the 1-year follow-up. So as far as this video goes, I'll see you guys in 6 months. I hope I brought some light to this product, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Have a good week.